got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Yeah, today I'm going to be talking about these male friends y'all got that may be keeping y'all single. We're going to reevaluate this whole situation, starting on Chelsea's Live Line right about now. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to another episode of Chelsea's Live Line. I'm so excited to have y'all here today. Today is August 24th. Tomorrow is my granny's birthday, so shout out to my granny. Happy birthday to you. Yes, yes, yes. And right now, I'm a believer, and for always, I'm a believer and a baddie, okay? Believer and a baddie. And let me tell you where that's coming from. Nikki Page over on the Glow Code has a YouTube channel. And she also has a shop where she sells products such as the t-shirt that I'm wearing. So shout out to her for this t-shirt. Believer and a baddie, you can cop yours. I'm going to put it in the chat where you can get that from. NikkiPage.com/shop. Yes, I'm so excited to see y'all here today. Shout out to Chavis for being early, saying he's ready for this one. And shout out to Aunt Tracy saying happy birthday to my granny. Thank you so much for being here today. Today's episode is called As Long as I'm His Special Friend. Yeah, as long as I'm his special friend, I'll take that title because that's all I'll settle for. But in reality, we should never settle. In relationships, situationships, whatever you're in, you should never settle. And that's what I want to tell y'all today. And a lot of men are the poster child, just like Biz Markie was, rest in peace, on his album cover for Just a Friend. They're settling for whatever. Women are putting men in the friend zone. And what is the reasoning behind that? We'll find out today. You don't have to be like that. And as it relates to the t-shirt I'm wearing, Believer and a Baddie, this is how it looks here, Believer and a Baddie, fly girl walking in faith. Make sure you get yours at NikkiPage.com/shop. And shout out to Chavis as well, saying happy birthday. I appreciate that. He said, I'm riding home while listening to this. Well, stay safe, stay focused on the road. As long as you're listening, you ain't got to type unless you're at a stop sign or a stoplight. All right. Yes, today's episode, as long as I'm his special friend, I've looked at Kendra G's show so many times, as you have as well as you've been watching my show. It's one of those guilty pleasures where you just watch people talk about what they want in relationships, knowing that they're not ready for those relationships. Talking about the demands they want, the requirements. And no wonder they've been single as long as they've been. They have too many superficial standards. And really, they're just following the trends that they see on social media. They don't have a mind of their own. They're just following what the latest trends are. All right. And shout out to Mona for tuning in as well. I know that Chantel has her show right now as well. She put it at 6 today. But nevertheless, I appreciate you for being here as long as you'll be in here. Thank you. Special friends equals an L. Definitely. Definitely. Like, come on now. It's totally L. And shout out to Mona as well, because she repping Detroit, and I'm repping Detroit as well. So we got to shout each other out, of course. Whether it's West Side or East Side, I appreciate you for being here. All right. I'm going to get into the word of the day first. That's what I like to do. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 29 and 11, if I could talk today, in the NIV, which is talking about, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. All right. That's what God is telling you. I have plans for you. But many times, women, when they have these men in the friend zones, they ruin the plans that God has for them. Because you're using these men in the friend zone for emotional stability while you're in this relationship and you're going to them. And that's a battle that you can't play with. You got to decide, do you want your man or do you want your male friends? And most of the time, women end up picking their male friends. And that's the reason why they end up being single and sometimes dying alone. We don't want that. Also, I think about Titus 2:3-5, where the older women are supposed to be teaching the younger women how to be reverent, how to be respectful, modest. But I'm 25 years old trying to teach older women, and I'm also 25 trying to teach younger women as well. We got to stop this, y'all. I don't care what modern women are thinking about. We have to set the trends for ourselves. All right. So I'm just letting you know, I'm not about that special friend status. No, sometimes you got to cut these men off if you want a real man. And we holding on to a friend. What's a friend anyway nowadays? All right. And shout out to Chavis saying, one of my favorite verses, yes, Jeremiah 29:11. I got that on my grad cap. What up, Big Smooth? I appreciate you for being here. And then Mona, no, it's not my birthday. It's my granny's birthday tomorrow. So they just giving her some shout outs. Yes, we in here. All right, let's get into this. Special friend. I watched Kendra G's show. I saw this man who was getting interviewed by Kendra telling her what he wanted in a mate. But while he was riding, he had a woman or a female friend, a homegirl driving him around. And let's take a look at some of these clips as we dissect how women are really just holding on to these male friends and they might die alone because of their standards that they have. Take a look at this.
Hello? Hey, how you doing?
Are you driving?
No, I'm on the passenger side.
Show me the driver. Who's that?
Friend
Hey,
of mine.
as a friend of
Hi.
yours?
Yes.
Have y'all ever dated?
No.
Why y'all together late night then?
She wanted to go hang out, so I said, let's go.
Oh, so she wants to hang out. It was her idea?
Yes.
Yes.
You single, girl?
Yes.
You like him? You can tell him.
No, this is my
We
homeboy. We went to college together.
Why don't you like him then?
I'm looking for someone that's never been married with no kids like myself.
Woo! So I guess she put you on blast. You've been married and you got children. Let me find out what's going on.
All right, back to this. Late night. He too busy, not even paying attention to his female friend. He too busy trying to get on Kendra G's show to find him a woman. But she over here riding him around, and she says she's 50 years old, and she's looking for a man that's never been married before and doesn't have kids. Come on now. Don't you think at a certain age you're going to have to throw some of these standards? Well, they're not even standards. Throw some of these superficial preferences that you have that may be keeping you single and driving around with male friends at night at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night because you want to have some companionship. You said you invited him out because you had nothing else to do. So let me invite my male friend out. And then what kills me about some women is that they had a tendency to only have male friends and say they can't get along with women. I got Mona on here. I got many other women that's watching this show right now. And I'm letting you know that I'm not just going to say I have male friends, I can't get along with women. I'm going to figure it out. Because at the end of the day, a woman having too many male friends makes her look real for the streets, to say the least. Yeah, late night car rides because I need company. And that's what I'm saying. Like, women will have a lot of male friends because they need that emotional stability that their man may not be giving them. But in her case, she's single. So she's got all these male friends probably that she's dealing with because she can't let go. And shout out to Latanya, my big sis. I had the chance to talk to her earlier today. I appreciate you for tuning in. Latanya from Cure for the Soul Ministries. Make sure y'all check her out as well. And yes, at 50 years old, you got to reevaluate life. You got to understand that what I wanted at 25 is definitely not what I'm going to want at 50 because I realized that it didn't get me a husband, so I got to reevaluate that list before it's too late. But some people don't care about the too late. You got to be realistic here, y'all. So anyway, Kendra sees that this woman is driving him around, and at the end of the day, is confused because she's like, this man's single. You like him. Well, you like him as a friend. Y'all been knowing each other since college, but no sparks, nothing. Look at this.
How old are you?
49.
49. So she already put you on blast. How many kids you have?
I have a grown son.
Okay. Go back to her for a second. How old are you?
Like I said, we went to college together. I'm 50.
So you're 50 years old and you want to find a man that never had a baby?
Yes. Yep. I'm looking for a unicorn like myself.
Okay, keep looking. Go back to him, child. All right, let me finish talking to you, child. All right, so you 49. You got one child.
One son, one grown son.
I can't believe she counting out a man with one son. Girl, and you 49 years old? Are you kidding me? A man with no kids at that age, I would be cautious. I would think maybe he was gay.
Well, I mean, because I am the woman that's never been married with no kids, I would think that he, like myself, is very mindful of who he decides he wants to spend the rest of his life with.
I can see if you were saying this at 24, but 50 years old, you're going to count a man out if he has one grown child?
I'm not counting him out. He's just not for me. And that's the difference. We all have options.
Okay, well, keep hanging out with your guy friends then. Put it back on him.
Yeah.
All right, back to you. Back to you.
We all have options. Those options as we get older get slimmer. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, y'all. We cannot be making this stuff up to make people feel better. We have to face the reality to know that our options do get slimmer as time goes. And like you said, Mona, one thing I can agree with on that is that he's too old to play games. Way too old to be playing games, 49 years old, and has all these preferences, and you're riding around late night with your female friend. How do you think your future woman will feel about that? Are you going to continue that? Are you going to set some boundaries? That's the problem, is that most of the time we have these men that we put in a friend zone, and as soon as our man, potential man, comes around, we don't know how to get rid of these men because really they were lining up trying to be next. So we playing ping pong trying to figure out who we want for the night, who we want to deal with. That's the problem. You ain't no unicorn, you a Benny button, baby. Shout out to Miss Miss Candace, Lord. Shout out to my friend Candace's mom, Miss Nicole, for tuning in. She said, I remember this episode. I think they were in the Detroit area at the time of the call. What? I think they're actually in Atlanta. Matter of fact, I remember watching this earlier today. I think they're in Atlanta. But either way, both of these cities got some interesting people that come out of Detroit and Atlanta area, to say the least. Okay? And she said that a man is responsible if he's 50 years old without a kid. No, I just don't. I think that man might be, I don't know what I'm not going to judge a man that's 50 years old without kids, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, woman, you're going to have to let loose on some of them standards. Slim pickings, yes. I'm just keeping it real. Make sure y'all like this video so far. Y'all been learning something, but it just strikes me as something crazy. This man has one child, and the child is an adult child. He's grown. So I don't know why she doesn't consider this man as a possible option. You think he's cool enough to ride around with, but you don't think he's cool enough to settle down with. How can I be a friend of yours? Make it make sense. Y'all got to have some commonalities, right? Yeah. Let's keep watching this because it's interesting, to say the least.
Does she have to look a certain way?
She don't have to be Miss America. I just need her to be in the pageant.
Oh, so she don't have to win, but she has to be in the running.
Correct.
That's the same thing. Everybody in the Miss America pageant is damn near Miss America. They're the top. These are the top women from their city. So if you in the Miss America pageant, you want the top woman in her city?
I just want a woman who likes to look good, period.
Okay. All right. We already talked about, well, she got to be independent. So how much money she got to make?
Whatever it takes to afford her lifestyle.
So you want her to be able to afford her lifestyle without you, obviously.
Yes. I want her to want me, not need me.
Okay, fair enough.
I want her to want me, not need me. He seems very toxic, to say the least. Okay, a woman can be independent, but at the same time, you just sound very toxic. Too old to be playing them games, like Mona said earlier. I'm sorry. And thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm a believer and a baddie, okay? Hey, all right, now I'm gonna turn down a little bit. All right, y'all. It is Chelsea's live line though, so we gotta stay lit over here, to say the least. But what stands out to me is that this man says he wants a woman who's in America's Next Top Model, in the running, or whatever he said, Miss America, Miss USA, whoever. At the end of the day, the woman next to you is not that, but you think she's cool enough to be a friend. All I'm saying is that maybe you should give her a chance. Maybe you riding around with her late night. Maybe you should give her a chance. That's what I'm saying. People are blocking their blessings sometimes because he wants his beauty queen. But who said a beauty queen is going to be as nice as the one that sit right next to you? That's all I got to say. Yeah, mess. Let's watch this final clip as he shows himself off. And then also, his female friend has some commentary to give Kendra as well.
What are some of the truths that you think that you state that keep you out of relationships?
Me saying I want a woman who's independent and self-sufficient.
Yeah, like I would just say this, and that's why I was talking to you about that. Because I don't know, I swear if you would have said a woman that wants you to buy her wigs, I would have rolled with you. But when you said oil change, that to me,
that's just the first thing that came to the top of my head.
That should be the last thing.
Because my oil change is $300 and he don't want to give my oil change.
She ain't trying to find no man, child. Let me finish talking to you.
See, that's the problem. This woman doesn't know her boundaries. Again, Kendra's talking to this man, but she finds some way to barge into the conversation and say that he doesn't want to pay for her oil change. Why should he? He's a male friend. There are limits. There are boundaries. You should get a real man that you can expect for a man to pay for your oil change. But that's just crazy that you want to barge in. She doesn't know her boundaries. She doesn't know where to. He hasn't set them up himself. So that's just a very steep slope there, okay, to say the least. Now that you've seen this example from Kendra G's show where this man's coming on to find love, see, that's what's embarrassing is the fact that, like I said, she's riding him around. She's driving him around. Maybe riding him around too, but driving him around while he's trying to find love. But she's talking about her standards and how she's trying to find a unicorn, and that's how she's going to end up single. At least he's trying to get out there and find love. Her on the other end, just driving male friends around. Like, instead of driving Miss Daisy over here driving people around. Make it make sense, y'all. And shout out to Daryl for tuning in as well. I see you here. What kind of oil change costs $300? Matter of fact, I did see the car symbol for her. She has a Maserati. And I hope this Wi-Fi isn't messing up too bad. But she has a Maserati. That's what I saw her riding in. So, of course, he wants someone who's independent. She got a Maserati. Why not mess with her? I don't understand that, to say the least. Yeah, so that's what she riding in, a Maserati. Yeah. By her stating the price of her oil change, she's letting y'all know she has an expensive car. Yes, she does. She has that Maserati, okay? And shout out to Jesus Loves You for tuning in as well. If you're just coming in, make sure you hit that like button for me. Now, I saw another ridiculous example of a woman. I don't know what her name is, but she is from the Miami area. She's 58 years old, says that she's ready to settle down now. All right? However, she's still talking about that she's in situationships. Let's take a look at this, y'all.
40 to 50.
40 to 50. Does he have to be in Miami?
No.
Okay. When was your last relationship, Marilyn?
My last situationship.
Relationship. Or okay, well, when's your last situationship? Whichever one you want to do.
Oh no, I've been in a relationship for situationship for a long time, and I recently got out of it. So, I want to say 90 days ago.
90 days ago. And you don't got to answer this question, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I get, yeah. When, should I be vulnerable and tell the truth?
You don't have to even answer it. You can say you don't want to answer it.
No, I want to answer because I'm doing it, baby. I'm doing it. At 58, I'm doing it. Ain't no celibacy, none of that going on here. Yes.
So when's the last time? Answer the question, Marilyn.
Okay. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Is this guy an option to be with?
No.
I've been reading some of these comments. What bothers me is that women, when you get a certain age, talking about you want to settle down now, and that you're still saying that you've been in situationships. We have to let the situationships go if we want to sail on another ship. Marilyn Monroe gotta go. Her name is Marilyn. Marilyn Monroe gotta go. What I'm saying by that is that you gotta stop with the bull and face reality. Why are you getting into situationships? Why are you promoting the fact that you're not celibate? There ain't no celibacy around here. And then also, Kendra doesn't make it mandatory that these women and men who get on her show say that they are active, sexually active with somebody. So why do you put that business out there? Respect yourself by holding that. Keep that between you and God for now. Because it's just disrespectful to you, and it's disrespectful to God when you go out here and talk about, I've been out here in these streets. Oh yeah, I've been getting it in, girl. Ain't no celibacy around this. I bet it's not. But I bet it's still dusty, to say the least. And you dealing with dusties at the same time. Put respect on your body by letting people know that you have standards. Not out here in the streets like you 15. At a certain age, you got to put that up. 58 years old, too old for that. It's only so much fun you can do until it's time to put that stuff away. Miss high standards. I'm telling you, these high standards, these, whatever you want to call them, high standards, superficial standards, preferences, whatever it is, along with the male friends, are a reason why a lot of women become special friends in the obituaries. Look into the southern states obituaries and you'll see a lot of special friends that are listed, not wives. Nothing like that. It's all about special friends. And I'm not about to be nobody's special friend. I'm telling you, you're not getting anything. I'm not doing anything before I say I do. Okay, just letting y'all know. Like, I gotta put respect on my own body for a man to put respect on my name. Just saying. So Marilyn Monroe gotta go. Let y'all watch this clip where she shows off her body because it's the new Kendra cam that's going on right now. In addition to that, she also talks about the fact that she's ready to settle down now and she doesn't want a man with a lot of women. All right.
Okay. Marilyn, give me the Kendra cam. That's when we see your full body.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got a half shirt on?
Yeah, I got my 2-piece on. I work out. I like a guy that works out.
Okay.
A guy, that's looking to live his best life. I don't like a stingy guy. I'm kind of skinny.
Okay.
Always been kind of skinny. Is that good enough?
We got you covered. All right, Marilyn, why do you think you're single?
Because I was single because I wasn't really ready to settle down again. But now I think I'm ready to get married again, or at least date somebody that's available. Okay. Available is very important. And we probably can travel a little bit and we can just enjoy it while it's going good. When it goes bad, I don't want to say that's fine, but hopefully we'll keep things easy and we can make something happen. But he has to be available. If you're a man that like a lot of women.
Okay. Okay. Well,
a lot of different women.
Oh, every time I come on here, I keep laughing because Mona had put this comment up saying She's having some midlife crisis. Oh Lord, I'm in tears. Like I gotta wipe this tear off my eye right now. But yes, it's a mess. See, this is where we have insanity going on, where women are saying they're kind of skinny. I don't even call myself kind of skinny. I don't, because I got work to do. Ooh, literally. Ooh, this tear though. Okay, I have work to do in the gym, so therefore I'm not about to call myself kind of skinny. All right. In all reality. Okay, I don't did too much, now I'm burning. Okay, here we go. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I'm not calling myself kind of skinny because I know that I'm not kind of skinny. I got to face reality with where I'm at in life, okay? All right, you know, talking about she want a skinny guy because she's skinny. When you say these things out to the world, they become a reality for you. So if I'm going to keep saying that, oh, I am, you know, I'm skinny, I'm going to believe it at some point in time. If I say I'm a queen, I'm going to believe it at some time. If I'm saying I'm tall, but I'm really short, I'm going to believe it after some time because I keep saying it to myself. So now I'm hearing it, then it's going to become a reality for me. But at the end of the day, it's not a reality. We have to stop lying to ourselves so we can face reality. Older women trying to keep up with the younger women doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. Like, we have to distinguish between who's old, who's young. Set that boundary and stick by it. How can we look up to older women when older women are trying to be young? That's my problem. I thank God for a modest mother. Thank God for a modest grandmother and aunts that I can look up to know I shouldn't be out here in these streets because there's better being, you know, it's better to be safe at home than to be out here in these streets, living my best life. How is that living your best life when you giving up your best years to somebody who ain't gonna even respect you or put a ring on your finger to take you serious? That's all I gotta say. There's so many women who are out here just saying I'm living my best life because I'm giving my body away. I have needs. And y'all heard me before. I have needs, I have wants and all of that. But at the end of the day, we gotta respect the fact that God needs us to act right. First. Respect him because you have his name. Before you can get a man's last name, you have God's name. You repping God with all the choices that you have. And shout out to Harrison Family Values, my guy Dre over there in Canada. Yes, I saw it on your story. Shout out to you for being here real quick. I appreciate that. The old ones out here defending Beyonce and pro-choice. Yeah, it's a mess. Oh, I know, pro-choice. I'm going to go out here and twerk and have a good time. And if I get pregnant, I'm going to go to the clinic because I made a mistake. No, you were living your best life, girl. So now you got to live your best life with your baby. Make it make sense. Please. Just go to Fashion Nova. It's clear who they're making clothes for. Yeah, girl, I stopped wearing Fashion Nova so long ago. But like, I get some nice things, but I make sure that I'm not revealing too much because most of the clothes there, it's not for classy ladies to a certain extent. You got to really pick and choose what you want to get. And that's a good point. Women today don't know what to wear because we're watching what we see. And we think the fact that if we show everything off, we're going to get the likes and that's going to, in return, allow men to take us seriously. No, it doesn't. It does the flip side of things, where a man is only going to take you serious enough to sleep in the bed with you. That's the main thing that the man's aiming for anyway. But if you put some respect on your name, then he'll respect you for your character first, and then you can do more than that after you get the ring. But there's levels to it. I told y'all on the previous episode, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby and the baby carriage. But now it's the remix. First comes lust, then comes the carriage, then he'll buy me some carrots. Like, come on now, we backwards with it. And we gotta stick to the standards. We gotta be traditional with some things. That's the problem. People think traditional's old, so out with the old, in with the new. But the new's not giving us the results that we need, especially as a generation of people who cannot even get married. 1 in 4 1 in 4 black women will ever get married. And I'm about to be in that stat because I will get married one day. I already know that for a fact, but I'm not going to get married to anything. But I'm letting you know is that I'm striving to be a wife now while I'm in my single season. So in return, I can show myself as that wife I should be. Modesty is in. It's in, but where is it a trend at? See, we follow what's trending. But we got to realize is that I'm following people who I know are modest so I can be able to, have an example to see every day. So I won't get twisted up in this world when I get confused for some reason. You know what I'm saying? You giving the good years to jokers, amen, but demanding a king without doing royal changes. Okay? Like, you a peasant asking for a king. I'm sorry. You have to put respect on your name. You have to put respect on your name. If you want to be look, it's levels to it. Peasant to princess to queen. You got to get to those levels. But at the end of the day, you keep talking about you want a king, but you're not showing yourself as a queen whatsoever. Out here is giving your body away, showing your body to everybody. Say, oh, it's just social media. It's fake. But do you know people meet people on social media all the time? Obviously, we communicate right now. You can even consider YouTube social media. And I've been able to meet everybody in this chat right through social media. So you can't tell me it's fake. It's definitely real. All right. I just don't want y'all as women to end up in the obituary as the special friend. I want y'all to end up as the wife. The way we can really do that is by reevaluating who your circle is. I'm not about to deal with no women in my circle who talk about they dealing with situationships. I don't care how old you are. We are too old to be in that situation. Instead, learn how to love yourself. It's easy to say, it is, but learn how to love yourself. Spend time, create a schedule, and stick to it. Stop going on social media comparing your life to everybody else and wondering why you don't have a man. Do you know what they have to deal with behind the scenes? You don't. So you cannot assume that everything is going good, because we put our highlights on the highlight reel, but most of the time, most of that stuff isn't even real. Highlight reels aren't even real for the most part, because we just putting up what we like. We're not going to put up the bad fight that we just had. We're not going to put up all this stuff that makes it seem like we're not a good couple. But behind the scenes, everybody's going through it. But God is the main reason that those relationships can flourish. And that's the reason that a lot of relationships are failing, because 99.9% of the times that Kendra on her show asks a man or a woman if the person they just had sex with is considered a viable partner, right? What's the answer? No. And you wonder why y'all keep making mistakes. It's not even a turn on for me to hear that a man has just slept with a woman a month ago, but now wants to settle down. You're not ready to settle down. You are ready to settle down at a therapy office. You need to sit down at a therapy office, because you're not ready for love. You're ready for lust again. You can't just be out with somebody a month ago and then claim that you want love now. It don't work that way. All right? The highlight reel, though. Let me do that bar real quick. Let me do that bar. Here we go. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. You said make that horn sound for that highlight reel quote. Yes, bars. Putting out reels while that life isn't even real. What is real? Body's fake. Everything fake. Character fake. We over here in plays. Y'all want to talk about different people. Plays like Tyler Perry plays, but you the main star in that play. Faking your life. All your life you had to fight. All your life you had to lie. Because that's all social media is. Like, come on now. All social media is a bunch of lies. Come on, can somebody live the truth for 1 second? I know I'm getting into it today, but I'm feeling it. I'm getting into it because as a believer and a baddie, I'm letting you know I'm not on social media showing my body off. I'm not over here trying to recruit these men that's not even taking me serious. I'm not doing that. No, at one point in time, first of all, I never showed my body off. Never took a buddy instead of a selfie. I never did that. I never had to show off the back of my body to get a man's attention. I could be full dressed and get a man's attention. And that's why I'm trying to let y'all ladies know y'all can do it. Try it. Please try it. That's all it takes, is just getting out there and being modest for 1 second. Then you realize you're not attracting dusties anymore. You're repelling the dust. All it takes. But people wonder why they get the same guy with a different face. They wonder why. The reason for that is because you never changed before you got into this relationship. You never changed to realize that, I need to switch up who I am. I need to go get some therapy because I think that my body equates to my self-worth. No, it does not. Your character, your relationship with God determines your self-worth. You're making sure that you are obedient and that you follow his rules that he has, because I know I've been in relationships before, but when I wasn't following God's rules, that relationship wasn't working either, because I tried to send a man to God that I thought God could fix instead of waiting for him to send me a man that he fixed for me and that I can actually work with. We trying to work with the impossible. We trying to build a bae. No, we need to build ourselves up so that right bae can come. Just saying. Modesty is feminine and sexy. Yes, it is. It's nothing like seeing a woman in her clothes, but we can't see that. Oh my goodness. I saw a video. I can't even put it up right now because I haven't edited it, but there's a video where on like one of these streets in South Beach or whatever the case may be, there are women out here with, bathing suits that they should have been covered up with, and think it's cute to just stand on buildings and start twerking and whatnot. I just say, you got to put respect on your body. You got to do that, because it's so embarrassing for us women to have to get bad reps because we want to be wives and we get called pick-me's, right? Like Chantel talks about that all the time. I'm a woman who got called a pick-me. I get called an Oreo, meaning I'm black on the outside, white on the inside. And I said, if only you knew. If only you knew. That's what I'm saying. Like, people make assumptions because they see like a little small clip and want to act like they know your story, but all they see is your glory, but act like they know your story. You don't know about me. I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to help other women not go through what I had to go through. I'm not trying to be a special friend. I'm not trying to help women. I'm trying to help women as well, young girls who want to learn what modesty is all about. All right? Oh, well. Look, too bad. Because I'm not about to be over here like, that's just my baby daddy. That's just my baby daddy. No, I'm not about to be like that. I'm gonna be like, that's my husband. That ain't my baby daddy, that's my husband. A lot of women settle for that. They think it's cute. Oh, that's my baby daddy. That's my baby daddy. Nope, you will never hear me say that term out my mouth about my significant other, about my husband. No, that's not my baby daddy. I'm not calling you that. No, you're gonna hear the word, that's my husband. Just saying. All right?
Who gonna check me, boo?
Who gonna check me, boo? Just saying. Pick me. Oh, yeah, I'm a pick me. But like I said, I'm not throwing myself out here. I'm not throwing myself out here to anybody. You're going to have to, look, I'm going to show myself friendly. I'm not going to be having a resting bee face that most of these women have. At the end of the day, I'm going to stand out from the rest because I make sure to keep myself covered to the point where you say, oh, she got respect for herself. Yes, that's the best thing in the world you can do is have respect for yourself. And you don't have respect for yourself, tying it all back into the beginning of this episode. You don't have respect for yourself when you keep making these men just friends. You have these men sad and emotional wrecks because you keep putting them in the friend zone. What you should do instead is, I'm laughing at this comment from Big Smooth. Here you go. Yeah, okay. Who gonna check me, boo? Nah, okay, God gonna check me, boo. That's about it. All right, but at the end of the day, no, you don't want these men to just be friends with you. Why do you keep using these men for their time? You driving them around and y'all having these late night conversations, and it seems like that man is your man. But at the end of the day, he's really not because you haven't realized your worth to understand you're worth more than that. You should not just be a special friend. You should not just be playing around with a man. And then I was at a conference. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about. I was at a conference. Yes. And at this conference, I asked a question to the women who were married on the panel. And even the single women, I asked them as well. What are your thoughts about female friends, right? Because we had a tendency, I've dealt with relationships where there were female friends that turned out to really be more, where they're flirting with them and all of that. So there has to be some type of boundary that's set up. So I was asking them, what are your thoughts about female friends? And they said, no. They said no. That was their main thing. And I was like, okay, I understand that because sometimes we have attraction to one another. It's a difference between associates and friends and close friends. There's levels to it, so you got to really have those boundaries and talk to your significant other about those. All right? Late night convos. Exactly. But there was a woman in the audience who said that she was a female friend to a man. And both of these men ended up getting into relationships and marriages. And as a result, their wives was telling this woman that, hey, can you stop going out to eat with my husband? I would appreciate that. And she had to accept that. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the worst thing in the world, to be rejected because you didn't know your place. That's what I'm telling you. Stop trying to settle for being a friend. Stop putting these men in friend zones and saying, oh, that's just a friend. No, that could be a potential husband if you give him the opportunity. And if he's not, then stop wasting this man's time and getting in the way and blocking him from his blessings, which could be his future wife. That's what's going on in that first clip I showed y'all with the man named Rasheem who was on Kendra G's show. She's blocking him. Like, who want to deal with her? She all up in the conversation. It's supposed to be Kendra and him. But for some reason, she ends up getting in the conversation talking about her oil change prices. See, that's what I'm saying. Some women don't know their boundaries. And as a result, look, who want to deal with that? No. Stay in your lane, honey. Try to find you a man. Go ahead and try to find that unicorn you say you're trying to find. All right? He's not your man. And when he up and get with another woman and marry her, she's shot, caught off guard. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Women be like, oh, I'm so hurt. My male friend left me. You got to realize what a male friend is for. And when you get into relationships, you got to not always cut it off, but you got to know what boundary, what's the respect. If they're going to call late at night, are you going to let them be introduced to your significant other? There's so many questions you got to ask. Otherwise, you're going to get caught up because somebody got feelings for one another if you don't realize it or not. Sometimes that's the case. Trying to crash a wedding. Somebody, if anybody has any last words, oh yeah, I gotta say something because I felt something towards you. I felt some type of feelings. But all these years, you just stayed in the friend zone while he was going out here sleeping with all these different women. You stayed in the friend zone, and then now you single, and now you see he about to get married. Now you want to say something. No, too late, honey. Too late. Go ahead, cry yourself to sleep. It's just too late. All right. Here's a family value said the same women calling other women pick-me's are also saying men need to pursue them. How is a man pursuing a woman without picking them? Exactly. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like, even Mona's like, I'm not sure either. It's pure confusion. It really is. They just got to find a way to demean other women. Why can't we uplift women who want to be wives? Whether you want to be on a slut walk or not, that's up to you. But for me, I'm not doing that. So therefore, why not just leave me alone? Why you got to say something bad about me because I'm what the men may want? Make it make sense. I'm just saying that's what I'm striving for. I'm not striving to get with a woman. So therefore, why can I be striving to get a man and be able to present myself as a wife? Yes, I want to be traditional at times. Yes, I want the man to lead. Yes, I want to submit. Ooh, submit. Triggered. Here y'all go. Causing a whole fit. There's so many women out here that hear the word submit and be like, oh my gosh, I have to bow down. I'm a slave. No, that's not what it's about. But you got to understand. You got to see that example. You got to know that you have a father that could teach you that, or an uncle, or a cousin, or some male figure in your life, a spiritual father, heavenly father, whoever, who can teach you about submission. And that is not a word, a trigger word, okay? It shouldn't be. And if it is, that's why you seek therapy with the right therapist. Like on Chantel's show right now, she's talking about this therapist that was telling women that if they want to be a slut, they can be one. If they want to be a dot out here in these streets, they can be one. Come on now. That's so disrespectful. It's just feeding into the media. The media already has us in a bad image, so you just feeding and putting more fuel on that fire. Come on now. I'm about to be the one that extinguishes it. It's up to me. It's up to us, as women, to teach each other that we got to stop listening to what society says. Okay? And if y'all haven't liked this video already, I appreciate y'all for doing that so much. I'm going to read these comments, and I'm going to be heading my way out because as a believer in a baddie, there's only so much I can do. I'm going to pray for y'all, pray for those who may be lost, who are dealing with these situationships that they can't get out of. Soul ties are real, and they're more real for women than they are for men, believe it or not. Like a man can instantly move on from a woman, but us women, we are tied emotionally, and that's why I say you have to be careful with these male friends, because you're tied emotionally to these men and can't let them go. I understand. Physically, like, y'all think that the act is just the act. No, it's not, especially for women. Like, a man can forget about you and the decades pass by and ain't thought about you. But us women, we're tied emotionally. We're emotional creatures. And as a result, it's not easy for us to just go pick up and go to the next man. No, it's, oh my gosh, y'all giving away your bodies and y'all actually becoming one every time that y'all engage with the act. So many want the benefits of marriage, but none of the responsibility of it. They want the benefits, but none of the responsibility. I'm telling you, if y'all got the benefits of marriage, only in marriage, do y'all realize that a lot of y'all wouldn't be out here doing all that? If we put respect and make sure that the benefits stay within what they're supposed to stay within, which is marriage. All these benefits, sex, all the stuff y'all getting is really marriage benefits, but y'all want to put up with being just a friend because y'all don't want that title. So they say, oh, I just get all my benefits from my friend and my situationship. I'm telling you, situationships don't help you. I've never been in one, praise the Lord, but I'm just saying, for anyone who hasn't, it's not too late. Go to God, go to God, go to God. There's verses for everything, y'all. It's verses. I'm telling you, you're sad, you're happy, you're mad, anything, verses. Boom. All right. Yes, I'm gonna read some of these comments. Okay, you say it's the same ones calling someone a pick me will be singing Far Side's Passing Me By. I don't know if I know that song. Yeah, I don't know about that, y'all. All right, y'all. I'll have to listen to it. I'm an oldie, but I don't know if I know that one. And then Mona said, men are supposed to pick us. They control access to relationships, not women. Yeah, let me put this up real quick before I go out of here. All right, before I get out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. All right. So WCW usually stands for Woman Crush Wednesday. Women Crush Wednesday, but women control wombs. WCW. On the flip side, MCM. Men control marriage. If women control wombs, mean you open your legs to allow that man to enter in you, right? If you close your legs, that means that man doesn't get to enter. Therefore, there's not the opportunity for you to get pregnant. There's not the opportunity for you to say he left me after I gave him the pregnancy announcement. No, like, we control the womb. So if we keep them closed, that means we won't have to be over here talking about pro-choice. Keep them closed. That's what I have to say. Next, when it comes to men, men can control the marriage. So if you keep your legs closed, women, instead of being, wide open, you keep them closed, then that man will give you that ring because he wants, the opportunity to get to your womb. But you can't open your womb for a boyfriend or for a man that you don't even know, for a one-night stand. You can't do that, y'all. I'm just trying to really help somebody out. We have to really change this whole narrative. Just saying, women control the wombs, men control marriage. But to get to the womb, the man has to marry you. That's how it's supposed to be. So if we go back to that tradition, then you can do what you want after that. But get married first, y'all, before y'all keep engaging in activity that's not going to help you get nowhere closer to heaven. It's going to get you close to an H, but it's not that heaven that you want. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be that hell. And as we know, hell is hot. So if you want to have these hot girl summers, y'all prepping yourselves for hell. Just to say, just trying to keep it real. Shout out to Chavis. I appreciate you for being here. They got to get their non-fornication agreement signed. Marriage license. There we go. There we go. Spitting on facts. Jesus loves you. I see you. Yes, yes, yes. I appreciate y'all for being here. There's some actual hip hop before the degradation of the genre. Right, here we go. I'm gonna hit y'all with these bars from earlier. Oh, baby, you, hey, got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. Hey, but you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. All right, I'm done with that. I gotta hit y'all with some bars. I like to sing here and there, so I like to liven it up a little bit on Chelsea's Live Line. That's how I do it. But I appreciate y'all for being here. Biz Markie, rest in peace to him. But yeah, that song had a lot of truth to it. I never really listened to it until today when I'm like, dang, he was really trying to holler at this girl. But then she kept saying she had a friend. And as a result, when he heard that, he was like, no, I'm not even going to deal with her because she got a friend. Why am I about to set myself up for that? Because that friend may want more and she may want more of that friend. Okay? Thank you, Mona, for tuning in for the first time on Chelsea's Live Line Live. I appreciate that. Yes. And he said, don't be a Hellcat trying to dodge commitment. Yep. For real though. I see you. I see you. But thank you so much for being here, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. I'll be back next week, hoping that the panel will be back next week for Boys to Men, where I have 3 married men come on and talk about their journeys from childhood to manhood. And this week we're going to be talking about, or next week, we're going to be talking about husbandhood. So I hope to see y'all then. Until then, stay safe, y'all. Stay wise, because wisdom is it's a hot commodity, but everybody doesn't have the opportunity to get it. So keep y'all wisdom. I appreciate y'all for being here. The ones who need the message aren't here. Okay? Y'all know what y'all doing. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Shout out to y'all. And I'll be seeing y'all next week on another episode of Chelsea's Live Line. I'm going to stay a believer and a baddie in the meantime. All right, y'all. Peace.